Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're gonna continue with inventory, and in this part, we're gonna actually add the ability to update our slots that we made in our last part, where we create the inventory grid, and now when we interact with them, it will appropriately update in our inventory. And yeah, this one will be a really quick and easy one. I wanted to do it in a separate part because the last part was getting kind of long, so yeah. This one will be pretty quick and easy, so let's hop into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of organize our items over here a little bit. Just real quickly, I'm just going to kind of put them in a presentable place. This doesn't really matter too much. You could do it or not do it. But cool, so after that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our blueprints folder. Then we're going to go into components, and then we're going to go into our inventory, and in here, we just need to update a few things. First thing is we're going to make a new function. We're going to call this update slot at index. And on here, we're going to put in an input, so if you come over here, click the plus, we're going to call this one index, and this is going to be an integer. We're going to pull in our player ref right here, and we're going to get our inventory widget. We're going to get our inventory widget ref, and then from here, we're going to get our inventory, our widget blueprint inventory, and then from here, we're going to get our slot. We're going to get our inventory slot widgets, the array that we made in there. Then from here, we're going to get a copy, and we're going to plug our index into that index right here, and then we're just going to pull off of this guy, and we're going to call update slot. So what this is going to do is it's going to pull the info from the specific index that we are choosing, and it's going to call that update slot function that we have inside here, that we're also calling inside of our build inventory, but instead of calling it only on when we construct, what we're going to do now is we're going to call this every time we add an item. So in our add item function here, we're going to just plug this function into every part where we're updating the array element here. So immediately after each of these, we're going to plug in our update slot at index. And you see we have our index input here, and what we're going to put there is in our local variables, we have this found index. We're just going to plug that in to the found, or to the index, our found index. So now we can just copy this, and right here where we're setting array elements, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit, move this guy over. So right after we set array element in these parts, I'm just going to paste that function in twice. I'm going to plug this in. Plug this in here. Just clean it up a little bit. And now we'll go up, and we have two more up here. So I'm just going to kind of move these over. I'm going to paste that function in again twice. And just plug it in right here. And last one right here. Plug that guy in. And now that should work. So every time we add an item and we update the array element, we're updating the slot at the found index, the index that we found. And yeah, so now if we compile and save, and we go back out, something I want to take note of real quick is right now on each of our items, we have the amount over here set to 1. And if you don't see your amount right here, that means you probably didn't set up your base item properly. So if you go into your base item and you look at amounts right here, we have this set to instance editable. So if you take that guy on, you'll be able to change that value right here whenever you just click on the item. So right now we have everything set to 1, and we'll test this real quick. So if we come over here and we pick up all of our items and we open our inventory, you'll see we have all of the items, and we have just one of each of the items. And now if we come out, and let's say I'm gonna grab 2 stacks of our health potion and another stack of our mana potion. And on the second stack of the health potion, let's give it a value of, say, 105. And if you remember in our data table here, on our health potions, we have the max stack set to 99. So whenever we have more than that number, it'll go to a new stack. So just to test that real quick, pick all of these up. You'll see in our health potion, we have 99 in one stack, and the rest of them go to a new stack. And you can do that with any item. So say if you have the sword's max stack is set to 1. So if we come and pick up that sword and we set the amount to 2, you'll see we have 2 of those in separate stacks. And yeah, that's kind of it for this one. So like I said, this was a quick and easy one. We got our inventory updating, and in the next part, we might move on or start prepping for drag and drop, or the ability to use some of these items. Not sure yet, but it'll be something along those lines. But we'll call it here for this one. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.